Hey everyone, Ellen from Ellen's Tips for iOS. Today we're talking about something iPad users really cared about in iOS 18. Split view and slide over multitasking. Many people were frustrated when these classic modes changed, and now Apple is bringing them back. Kind of. Let's get started. For years, iPads had multitasking features like split view, where two apps sit side by side, and slide over, where a small app floats over another. These were super helpful for reading email while browsing or checking messages while taking notes. But with iPadOS 26, Apple introduced a new windowed multitasking system that dropped the traditional split view and slide over modes. That change did not go well with a lot of iPad users. When iPadOS 26 launched, slide over vanished and the familiar split view was gone too, replaced by a more flexible but different looking windowing system. User reactions online showed a lot of frustration. I don't need 5 windows, I just want split screen. Slide over was perfect for quick peeks, now it's gone. The response wasn't universal. Some loved the new system, but many people missed those simpler multitasking tools. The good news, in iOS 26.1, Apple has brought back the slide over window. Split view is still there, it's just a little bit different than it was in iOS 18. So let's talk a little bit about split view and then I'll move into slide over. So to get 2 apps into split view, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up the Chrome app. And now I'm going to swipe up from the bottom so that I can open another app. And this is a Pittsburgh sports app that I have. I'm just going to open that up. If I slide it to the right, I can drop it here. I can also slide it to the left. I'll slide to the right and drop it, and you'll see that both of these apps are now using 50% of the screen. You'll see this gray bar in the middle, and that allows me to drag the apps and resize them to what I want. So I can drag Google Chrome to 75% of the screen and the sports app to 25%, or vice versa. I can drag the Google app to 25 and the sports app to 75. I'm going to bring it back to the middle. I can also resize these apps by grabbing the gray toolbar at the bottom here, and I can kind of drag that toolbar and it will change that particular app. I'm going to go ahead and just bring it back to full screen so that both apps are now at 50-50. But just remember that you can resize those apps, and you weren't really able to do that in iOS 18. But so this is what split view looks like in iPadOS 26.1. Now, if I want to bring an app into slide over, I'm going to swipe up from the bottom of the screen. I'm going to drag my Mail app and just drag it up and drop it. And you'll see right now it's covering that app. If I want to get that into slide over, I'm going to push and hold on the yellow, green, and red dot in the upper left corner. You'll see the option here for enter slide over. I'll go ahead and do that, and the slide over window appears. I can drag it to the other side of the screen if I want to. I can also drag it off the screen. You'll see a little arrow appear and then it'll disappear. I can slide from the edge of the screen back and it'll bring that slide over window. I can drag it to the other side. If I want to, I can resize this window so I can make it less tall. I can increase vertically. I can also drag it horizontally. So I can make this slide over window any size I want basically, which you were unable to do in iPadOS 18. So it just kind of makes your Windows system a little bit better, I think. Maybe you don't, but a lot of people were angry when slide over disappears. But now in iPadOS 26.1, slide over, split view are both back. So that's the story of split view and slide over in iPadOS 26.1, why people miss them, and how slide over is back again. Classic split view hasn't fully returned yet like folks hoped, but Apple is listening and evolving multitasking. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.